The last consumer price inflation print released by Stats SA for February showed average prices in the oils and fats category rising by 22.7% on a year-on-year basis, a rampant increase relative to the overall inflation print of 5.7% for that month. The Russia-Ukraine conflict has tightened the global sunflower seed and oil market.
Because they're such a big player in the world market and in the world context, it does influence our prices severely. And that's the scary thing. Prices are increasing sharply internationally, and that obviously affects our food inflation and, in this case, sunflower oil price.
An underlying driver for higher inflation more broadly remains the fuel price, and that's hitting farmers and raising their costs of production.
Fuel prices have increased significantly as we speak, and remember, everything we produce ourselves, but also more so for imports, has a very large transport component, and transport is affected by the fuel price. And one must remember that has also a massive effect on what happens to our food prices at the end.
One saving grace for South Africa this time around is that the forthcoming local sunflower crop harvest is expected to be a bumper one, but still the country remains a net importer of the crop and therefore will have to accept the prices of oils determined in the global market.
We have a very good sunflower crop currently, so the crop estimates committee expect a crop larger than 950,000 tons. So that's the biggest crop we've seen in a while. So we're very fortunate about that.
Lowe says food security is not necessarily about supply, but the relative affordability of what's on offer, and says underlying drivers like the fuel price will see general price pressures across a number of food groups. Policymakers will need to keep an eye on these developments, especially as the poor will be the ones most affected, with hunger levels set to rise. Nompumelelo Siziba, SABC News, Johannesburg.